But this now has alt sound, so it actually plays like theme songs, real versions of the theme songs. We tried to play this the other night, and you'll see this has a little videos that play as well. So you guys will be able to see some cool videos of some old Royal Rumbles if you guys are wrestling fans or old enough. You have to be old enough and wrestling fans.
Yeah, WWF. Yeah, pinto beans. Royal Rumble with the Undertaker.
This table is very hard to play. I want to learn it, but the ramps are real tight.
Yeah, they're pretty
I love the
precise.
clips too. And I love that it plays on the... I was able to find a way to put it on the full DMD because it's easier for me to look up just barely and see it.
Yeah, for sure.
The back glass is harder.
Mr. Randy Savage. Oh, yeah, brother.
Was unfortunately became a wrestler at the same time Hulk Hogan did, was always overshadowed by Hogan, even though he was a much better wrestler.
Yeah.
His Ricky Steamboat, I think it was WrestleMania 3 fight, is still considered to be one of the best matches ever.
Yeah.
Like he, high flying, like he
did some dynamics.
there's Owen Hart, rest in peace.
Yep. Most of these dudes don't even make it past 50.
No, you don't know the story of Owen Hart?
No, I
So
don't.
you know who Bret the Hitman Hart is, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So this is his brother. He died because he was this character. He switched to this character where basically he would fly into the ring and the harness didn't work. And this was live on a pay-per-view, and he fell and died.
Oh.
And they continued the pay-per-view, which a lot of people were not fans of, especially his family.
Yeah, I'm especially not his family. Of like someone dies.
So they have an Owen Hart. So AEW, the new wrestling, has an Owen Hart Cup. But Bret Hart has since made up with Vince McMahon and stuff. So Big Boss Man, that was my dad's favorite.
I remember him.
Oh, come on, Yokozuna. Almost get Yokozuna. Oh,
robbery. Oh,
I just got eliminated.
Ball 3, skill shot.
10 million. I mean, I guess, what's the score on here?
So, Chad, what was your favorite wrestling moment? It can be from any generation. It doesn't matter. Of like, what was your favorite wrestling moment?
Oh my God, it's timed so perfect. That's awesome. You're up.
All right, let's go.
Look how the video just matched. Whoever did this video, Pumpack, because this is not how the real table is.
Yeah.
He timed everything to the millisecond.
We got Cyndi Lauper up in here. Wasn't she a wrestler too?
No, Cyndi Lauper was what happened during the early 80s. Vince McMahon decided that he was going to... Yeah, Sting came from the ceiling, but apparently they used the right... That whole story arc where Sting, when he became the Crow character, didn't talk or wrestle for a year. That's a big deal. And he was just stalking people. Didn't say anything, from the stands and stuff. That whole era of WCW is amazing.
Yeah.
Undertaker. Yes, Undertaker. Probably the longest, most illustrious career. He wrestled for 30 years. He only retired just 2 years ago.
That's crazy. That's a long time.
At top level.
Yeah.
And he wrestled all the greats through every era. From Hulk Hogan to Randy Orton, like just everybody.
Man, I am doing trash this round. I hope we have our filters and limiters and compression in place, so it shouldn't. Oh, there's a table inside of a table. Immediately favorite. Nope, terrible. I'm just gonna I'm gonna eat crow this round. That's it. That's it. Extra ball. 5, 4, 3, 2. got no score. And a score is better than no score. Because I've at least played this table. Yikes. Yikes. That was a terrible, terrible score. Will it give it back to me? Will it let me record it? There's no way 56...
I'm going to have you, when we get to the Mega Man table, I'm going to have you make us the Metal Man, just so one of us isn't...
Okay, I guess...
Yeah. All right, I am up. All right, I'm going to tell you what my favorite wrestling moment is, and it's the first TLC match with the Hardy Boys and Edge and Christian and the Dudley Boys. That match is so amazing. The way they use the tables, ladders, and chairs is just... They did other ones, but and they were good, but they never topped that first match. Like, I show people, like I've showed Granny Goodness, when people come over, I'm like, you have to just watch, even if you don't like wrestling, watch this match. These guys are these are like 30-foot
ladders.
Because they have to get to the very top. They have to get really high to grab the belt or whatever they're grabbing down. Money in the Bank uses the same thing now. But it's just, they jump off of that onto somebody, onto a table.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That's like top-level stuntman stuff.
Yeah.
In gymnastics and...
No, there's definitely athleticism to wrestling.
Oh, yeah, you can't be... I mean, you can be out of shape, but even Yokozuna was like 700 pounds. Like, he was like a sumo wrestler.
Yeah.
So, like, those guys they train big to be big.
It's not just eating. They don't just get fat. They're also lifting and doing a bunch of other hard exercises to build that mass.
Oh, crap, that came down so quick. See, I don't know how to get up to that. See that ring up there?
Yeah.
I think I got there once. Of all the times that I've played this, I got there up there once. Going for the belt round, going for the heavyweight. It's the only one I want. Oh, what? All right, after this table, we're going to have one more table, and then we're going to the Mega Man table.
Which will officially start our timeline for the giveaway. As soon as we start playing Mega Man, it is time for the Mega Man giveaway. We're not going to be announcing it right away, but...
Well, yeah, we can't because people won't be able to enter from that. They'll have to enter when we start. Well, I guess they could enter then, but they just won't be able to enter in the intermediate switch between.
Oh, okay, yeah. So our Mega Man tables is going to be the start of it.
Back. Rise to the top. And don't forget, Kick viewers, you can enter, even though you can't do the command. If you just do that, we'll write down your username. We'll put it in the pot. I'm like at 100. I think my top score is like 150 million. There's Kevin Nash, who went on. Not only did he was Diesel in the WWF, but then he was part of NWO when that started in WCW.
Yeah.
Which is still, I didn't watch it because it was when it was like 96, 95. I wasn't watching wrestling at all.
Okay.
And I went back recently and watched the WCW from the beginning, like Ric Flair in the like 79, like all kinds of like these Iron Man matches where they were hitting each other for real back then.
Yeah, for sure.
And all the way up to when Ted Turner bought in WCW. And watching that arc, there was no internet. People thought that those guys left WWF and was infiltrating the WCW, the New World Order. They would there was parts of Monday Night Nitro where they would come and they would stop the matches and destroy the ring, destroy everything, like threatening like people in the audience. Like people believed it was all real. It was so well done.
Yeah.
And then when Hulk Hogan turns, they had a mysterious third partner, and then he turns. He had been a good guy for 20 years.
Yep.
That moment, even though I knew it happened, was still awesome. That was expertly done. Eric Bischoff, who was running WCW at the time. It was something that they did in New Japan Wrestling. They did a similar NWO thing. That's where they took it from.
Okay.
But not a lot of Americans watch.
Yeah,
That's it. But that's what I'm saying. Look to the second. Right? That's good. And then look when he goes to buy-in, too. The count.
40. Game over. Yeah, so gonna get my turn in here, guys.
Yeah, so Logan Paul is the best. Actually, you know what? Logan Paul's actually doing awesome. He did in the Royal Rumble this year. He did something that's never been done. Him and whoever he was fighting, they were in the Royal Rumble. Excuse me. And they were standing on the rope opposite and clothesline each other in the middle of the ring by jumping off the rope. That was a cool moment. I'll watch WrestleMania every year, but I don't watch wrestling religiously. Yeah, there's some also great early 90s when Hogan first left to WCW. There's some great matches with him and Flair. He was still like, the American Dream, guy, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, American Dream is Dusty Rhodes, but the Ric Flair and Ricky Steamboat matches all of them are amazing. And nothing could beat Ric Flair's strutting. Like Katie loved Ric Flair. Like all the wrestling we watched, she I got her a shirt for it, and like she always would do the woo and strutting. There's just something he's an asshole in real life, but who cares?
Yeah.
Styling and profiling. He gives probably one of the best promos ever.
Yeah, he does. All right. I'm trying to get into the upper table. I could care less about the mini games on this table. I just want to get up that ramp. Get me up that ramp. Get up the ramp. Get me up the ramp. Nope. Not like that. I'm not going to do it. There we go.
Macho Man was great. Yes, Macho Man was amazing. There was a lot of 80s wrestlers that I really liked. So Shawn Michaels, probably one of the best performers ever. Right? This is Shawn Michaels' music right here.
Yeah.
No, this isn't. Shawn Michaels is I'm just a sexy boy. Like, that's his song. Shawn Michaels was part of the Rockers, which was the first real high-flying acrobatic tag team. I like Demolition, even though they were rip-offs of the Road Warriors. They were the Mad Max with the face paint. My dad loved them.
Yeah, I bet.
Then you got to talk about Steve Austin. You talk about
Steve Austin.
Yeah. You got to talk about Steve Austin and what The Rock did for during the Attitude Era, which I recently started watching through, which is awesome. I never saw it much. Saw some of it. That's also really good. Andre the Giant, Randy Savage versus Spider-Man was the best match ever. That is because Macho Man is in the first Spider-Man movie.
Is he?
When when Peter gets his powers, remember he enters a wrestling thing? Yeah, he goes against Macho Man.
Oh, okay.
Macho Man's been dead for a long time, but he was alive, obviously, then.
Yeah, of course.
Or was he?
Or is
it a Mandela effect?
What a twist.
Is that a higher score?
Let me see. Let me slither up on this.
And Andre the Giant, when they called him the eighth wonder of the world.
124 million.
Yeah, that's something. You got to remember that score, though.
124 million, 139,000.
So Andre the Giant was like a wonder of the world. Everywhere he went, people wanted to see Andre the Giant. That's why he continued to wrestle way past what his prime was, because
Is he gonna pop back up? I'm just curious.
Rumbling and a tumbling.
Nope. I think I gotta lock it in. It's not.
124, 191, 860. 191, 860. Because later on in the late 80s, when Bobby the Brain Heenan, the best manager, one of the best announcers ever, commentary announcers, him and Gorilla Monsoon were just best friends in real life, but just acted like they hated each other so well. But yeah, he would lean against the ropes a lot just because his knees were going out. You know, when you have like the gigantism or whatever he had, like you're not going to be living to be 80 years old.
No, your lifespan.
And he drank like he would drink so much because he was so big.
Yeah, he would drink like a 24 pack, dude. Of like he would
not even be.
So he would always tip extra in the hotels that he would stay in because he couldn't. He was so oversized that he couldn't take shits on the toilet. He actually took shits in the bath in the.
Oh.
Yeah.
Imagine cleaning that up. Service industry.
Yeah, dude.
Gotta love it.
Especially hospitality, if they deal with some wild things.
And even though Hogan wasn't the best wrestler by any stretch, the way he played that character and what he did with that character is what brought wrestling mainstream, period.
Yeah.
If there was no Hulk Hogan, we would not be sitting here talking about who's currently the best wrestler.
Well, he became a major star. He had an iconic look. He was iconic.
Yeah. Bret the Hitman Hart, also amazing tactician.
Yeah.
Submission, stuff like that.
In Dark, I do agree. Andre the Giant was the only one that could pull off the role in Princess Bride. That I feel like Princess Bride is one of the perfect movies because
they're like, apparently somebody was talking about a remake, and like Carrie Ewells and a bunch of the surviving cast members of it were like, no, we do not support this. They don't have any control over it, but they're just publicly like, no.
They're not going to remake as iconic of a movie. You got Columbo,
and as long as Spielberg and the other producer of Back to the Future are still alive, nobody can make a remake of it.
Yeah. Well,
There's no reason to.
There's no reason to. It's hard to replace Michael J. Fox's role in all of that because he was perfect. I forget whoever played the scientist, and I forget the scientist's name.
What?
Yep.
Wait a minute.
Shocking.
You don't know Doc Brown, and you don't know Christopher Lloyd.
Christopher Lloyd, yeah. And, well, I failed. That's not the only time I'm gonna fail tonight. I'm gonna disappoint you. That's
a big disappointment right there. I don't know if I can handle that.
That's my pickup line for girls these days. Of like, hey, have you ever been disappointed?
God, I gotta get up that ramp in the middle is just such a pain. I got up it halfway. There's also, when this button right here lights up, you can do a tag.
Oh, I'm not sure who's taller or bigger, Andre or Big Show. I'm not sure.
Andre, yeah, but the Big Show difference was he was just a big guy. He doesn't have a disease. And Big Show still wrestles, and he's like in his 50s. Like the Big Show was started in WCW. Hulk Hogan brought him in, and he can move. Like he would go on the top rope and do like a flip. Like for his size, that's insane.
Yeah, so he's 7 foot. I'm gonna look at Andre the Giant.
He's like 7'4", I'd say. There is one person that's automatically taller, and I'll tell you who it is.
Yeah, he was 7'4". You're right.
So look up El Gigante. Gorilla Gonzalez, Gonzalez too, I think his name was. He was actually taller. I think he was the tallest. He was skinny. He wasn't like a fat guy. What was it? Something Gonzalez. Multi-ball ready. I've never got multi-ball.
Jorge Gonzalez?
Huh?
Jorge Gonzalez?
He was a wrestler in WWF during the 90s. Giant Gonzalez. I think that is what it's called.
Okay.
I think he was close to 8.
No, he was 8 foot. Giant
Yeah.
Gonzalez.
Just even, that's what I said. Like, so he was exactly 8 feet. So he was the tallest, but he was so tall he could not wrestle. He was bad. They put him. Did you see the picture of him? The stupid outfit they had.
Oh,
him
yeah.
on, where they made him look like a Bigfoot. It was just.
These are ridiculous. But so is wrestling. Wrestling's always a little.
Well, the early 90s, like they're trying to transition, and that's why WCW, they went more to the dark, and then that's what forced the WWF to go to the Attitude Era and just blood and all that stuff. What do I get on my score? What is my score's like 125, isn't it something like that?
It's 150.
Let's see. Did I get that? Chat, do you guys know? $143, so I was damn close. Now you got your last turn.
My last turn to do something right with this table. I've gotten one high score today. I feel pretty confident about that.
Retro Runs, this is a VPIN. So it's built on a real real actual cabinet. But yeah, it's VPIN. It's got full force feedback. So it's got 10 solenoids under. I don't know if you can hear them click right there. We got the lights in the back. We got a shaker motor. We have a fan. We got the beacons that you just see going on top right there. It has full tilt. It has a tilt bob built in there. So it has like a bunch of real pinball parts. The screen's the only thing that's not real. I mean, it's a real screen.
Yep.
This is a 43-inch screen. It's 4K, 120 hertz. Having that extra frames per second really makes a huge difference with pinball.
Yeah, with pinball for sure, because it's so fast.
No, we're located in Denver, Colorado, USA. Is that where you're at? Ontario?
Our northern brothers and sisters, whoever it may be.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was sketchy. Oh, no.
Yeah, I mean, definitely if you were closer, we'd love to have, have people come check out the full bar.
Yeah.
We got the
share a
arcade,
couple of
pinball.
drinks.
Yeah. We're celebrating 4th of July for 5 days straight.
Because America?
Yeah, because that's what you always do it in America bigger. I'm sure you have tons of American jokes with it being in Canada. But we got tons of Canadian jokes too, so that equals itself out.
I have zero to offer. I have zero Canadian jokes to offer. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
So this whole thing costed a lot of money, and it was actually the hardest one because this is the only one I did by myself. I actually had help building the 4-player stand-up 50-inch arcade, and then the racecade that's behind Dead, and the cocktail, and the bar that you guys all can't see. I'm gonna do a little pan for you guys right here. So if you guys can see, I'm gonna turn this. That's the 4-player arcade.
Hook. I keep thinking I'm going to shoot up the ramp to get to the top deck, but I keep missing it.
So there was just like a little. There's some other stuff. There's a sit-down cocktail arcade as well. Plus the racecade. He's in the way. I'll pan that when he dies.
Yeah.
Well, not in real life. You don't die in pinball. You just lose.
Yeah, you don't die in pinball. But I die in plenty of other games. I die all the time.
Actually, that 4 to 5,000 is actually really good. Denver. Oh, Pinto Beans, you're in Denver? Hell yeah, that's awesome. So do you stream as well? And Retro, Yeah, that's actually a really good
Oh,
price.
fuck.
Uh,
Nope. That's it. And now it's
It
time.
depends on what it has, because there's some that I've seen that are pre-built. If it has everything that mine has, the 4K screen, the HDR, all the toys, you're looking at probably closer to 7 or 8. The small mini cabs will probably be around 3 or 4 with just minor feedback.